Need to stay strong. Need to shut out the pain. Shut out everything. You panicked, and before I could explain, the Sharans found us. Father and daughter, wolf and prey. Don't worry. I am truly glad she found you. And I have scant energy to play the stern father. The worst part was not anything you did to us, it is what they had done to you. You didn't recognize us. Those eyes I'd wiped tears from now looked at me like a stranger. It's true. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. Well, it depends. Do you find yourself more hirsute at certain times? Craving warm flesh? Actually, no. Spare your father the answer to that. You are just lost, Genevieve. Seluna will show you the way home. In time. A great deal of damage was done to our family. But we can still heal. There must be stories you could tell. But perhaps another time. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done. I took on my wolf form to cover the ground more quickly, and it worked. I followed your scent and reached you before the Sharans could. Forgive me, I am still weak. Aching limbs, fogged mind. I'll prove better company after I've rested, I assure you. I had to find you, to bring you home, and I had to do it quickly. In my haste, I made a terrible mistake. It can't be. Another vile trick. We never stopped. Thank you, Moon Maiden. You let me see my Genevieve, my baby girl, one last time. Free. Finally free. They took us both. Not goodbye. Not even close. You've shown great kindness, allowing my wife and I to remain with you. Thank you. I'm glad Genevieve found you. I am. But with Seluna's guidance, I learned how to control the beast long ago. I only let it loose again when my family was threatened. And we're not going anywhere, Genevieve. Are you sure, Shadowheart? Picking at old wounds may not serve any purpose. When I awakened, you were gone. But your mother was with me. They were spiriting us away to the city, hidden and bound. Yes, Genevieve, our little Jen. You'll never be entirely free of her torments as long as we draw breath. You must end this. Give us Seluna's mercy. And Shadowheart, too, may wish to join us, perhaps, with her fine paramour at her side. Once you've put down this absolute threat together. She is strong, but she is also human. The years were harder on her than on me, in both body and mind. Shah's pit robbed us of precious time we can never have back. But a name is nothing. Your happiness is what matters. Just forgive your father the occasional slip of the tongue. I will adapt, given time. We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Genevieve. Instead, the Sharans used us to teach you different lessons. Painful lessons. If you have not changed after all this time, I believe you're safe. We grew complacent, underestimated the depths of Shah's bitterness, the fanaticism of her followers. That should have been the day you came of age and into the Moon Maiden's teachings. It is what we need. All of us will still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Genevieve. Very well. But I shall not wallow in ugly details. That is what they would have wanted, to have let their physical torments live on in our spirits. I will not allow that. Seeing you as yourself again, Jen, it kept us going all this time. You could have done nothing back then, not without putting yourself in danger. The Moon Maiden guided you in her own time. Yes. Now you know all that is worth knowing. Let us put this behind us for good.
We made it, Em. She came back for us. It's over.
We were still a family in that room, suffering, enduring, but we did not give up. Your mother and I swore we would see the look of recognition in your eyes once again. And we did. I'm starting to feel like my old self again. And Shadowheart, has been able to unbottle some of the feelings that Shah denied to her. I should have told you of my curse before that night. Then everything would have been different. You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. Perhaps later, my girl. That is a hard thing to talk about. I fear I do not have the strength for it just yet. I should gather my strength. I've waited so long for this. A little longer won't do any harm. She was, and still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
Ah, God! Moon Maiden, preserve us.
That's not true. Whatever happens, we love you all the same. Do what you need to, Jen. We can follow your trail. Once we've rested a little. The Moon Maiden still guides us. Jennifer. Jen. You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. Now you are here, and we can rest, both. They mocked you before our eyes. They said it would discipline you for straying, while extending our torment also. Of course you can. Don't be. Knowing you were out there gave us the strength to hold on. And you returned to us, just like you were supposed to all that time ago. I feared I would give in then. But your mother's strength bolstered me. She never gave up calling you daughter, no matter what you said or did.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
Beyond that, your mother will need my care, and yours too, if you wish to join us.
All these years, that dream kept us going, that you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
Of course. Only a fool would alienate his child over a name. Shadowheart must determine her own path. That is what the Moon Maiden teaches. We will talk again soon, my sweet, once I've had some time to gather myself. The Moon Maiden guides and helps us find our true selves. Shadowheart. Daughter. You are just lost, Jennifer. Seluna will show you the way home in time. And you did. You found us, Jennifer. I still can't believe you freed us, that I'm standing here with you. I'd ask you to slap me, so I know it's real, but I don't think I'm yet strong enough to bear it. I'm afraid my strength has not returned just yet. Decades in that place has left me maimed, body and soul. Not just with the pain, but with the knowledge that every time we felt it, your true self was being punished for trying to break through their indoctrination. Perhaps they did. Ours was a small community, spread thin. I've heard enough about this absolute threat to understand it cannot be ignored. Your mother and I can wait until you prevail, and I know you will. Whatever we have left, I must make count for double, triple. But later, perhaps. I still need time to recover my strength.
You did it, Jen. You found your way home.
I can only imagine. It may take a little time before I'm fit to give many answers, though. 40 years in captivity have left my mind cobwebbed. But it will clear, given some rest.
Don't anger her, Jen. Just get out. Save yourself.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
Whatever happens,
we love you all the same.
It's not her, Em. It's just another trick. Another way to hurt us.
No, Jen, that's what they called you. Forced on you. Somewhere quiet, close to nature, where the sun can warm us and the moon can watch over us as we sleep.
Our time has passed, Jennifer. You must not let us burden you.
You have your mother's wisdom. Yes, I should gather my strength. I've waited so long for this. A little longer won't do any harm. Not harming us. Freeing us. The dream that you'd find your way back to us was the only thing that kept us going all these years. You point them towards me. I'll sort their bacon in no time. Just let us know where to go. We'll find our way. There is nothing to forgive. You did what was necessary to survive, nor is Jennifer. Perhaps that is something I shall need to talk to her about, when the time is right. It is what we need, all of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Seluna's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest. You were meant to be a guiding light for Seluna's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest. The Moon Maiden's blessings are many. She taught me to control the curse, but she could not teach me to control my paternal instincts. Not goodbye. Not even close. Whatever Jennifer wishes of us. She still has other fights, but when she's ready, we'll be there. To be a family again. Knowing you were out there still was enough to sustain us. And you are stronger than us both, daughter. We merely had to endure. You had to choose your path. One that brought you back to us at last. Unfortunately, I was unable to stop what befell us, as neither elf nor wolf. My wife will need care. I wish to find somewhere quiet, close to nature, where the sun can warm us and the moon can watch over us as we sleep. But do not worry. We're together again, and we will make every moment count all the more. She was, and still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace. Your mother's right. She always is. Do not bend to the past. Look only to the future on your own terms. Your mother's right, Jen. We are here for you. I had promised you we would catch up once I'd rested. Perhaps there's something you wish to ask about? No, your mother's right. She always is. Do not bend to the past. Look only to the future on your own terms. We will find a way from here. Do what you need to, Jennifer. Some rest, perhaps, will make me better company. Shah is a spiteful creature. She will never admit defeat, not until she has stolen one last thing from you. Your future must not be her final prize. Not after all we have endured to see you again. It can't be. Another vile trick. All these years, that dream kept us going, that you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there. No, Jennifer, you mustn't. We'll be a burden to you. It's not her, Em. It's just another trick, another way to hurt us. Still, I am unused to it. I can only hope she forgives a slip of the tongue now and again, until I adapt. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past, and our duty is almost done. I am a lycanthrope, but your mother is not. It was a toss of the coin to determine if you inherited that side of me. Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. But you were not alone in the woods. We caught a Sharan spy near our village, and learned that his accomplices sought to abduct you. But perhaps this was always meant to be. Perhaps the Moon Maiden's path was merely longer for you than we knew. Shadowheart. Pardon. It warms my heart to see you. Shadowheart, my darling. All is well, I hope. And Shadowheart, too, may wish to join us, perhaps, once she's helped you put down this absolute threat. Of course you can. Seluna's blessings to you. And you did. You found us. The failing was mine. They had you use us for practice. All the techniques that the Sharans held pride in. Trickery, interrogation, torture. They even had you, our own daughter, try to convert us. Jen wants her family. Jen shall have her family. How can we help, dear? But when I found you, you did not see your father rushing to save you. You only saw a wolf hunting you in the darkness. You must not blame yourself. You were a child. Your mother and I were supposed to protect you. You were to come of age that night, left alone in the woods and using only Seluna's guidance to find your way back to us. I've gleaned enough from word around this camp to know you're more than capable. You will prevail. There is nothing to forgive. You did what was necessary to survive. It can't be another vile trick. Give it time. Give us time. This is a great deal to take on at once, for me as well. Moon Maiden's grace. It is you. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past, and our duty is almost done. I'm sorry, but what happened in that room, that must stay within the family. Just know that we endured and are grateful for your help. You are more than just a friend to her, aren't you? I saw the way she looked at you. It reminded me of her mother when we first met.